Hello everyone and welcome to Never a Foul. We are here to talk about the Arsenal game. Doku to Man City. That game is still going. It's 1-0 Arsenal at the moment. I know there is some of you here. More will join, but it is the last minute of the entry time. Look at the nervous Jess. His team is playing under pressure. It's 3 points and here you go. Oh, but how is everybody feeling? Are you guys watching the game or no?
Yeah, I've got it on in front of me. I've got it in front of me.
Yeah.
Wait for it to end, man. Well, I need that Zinchenko clean sheet. Like my FPL is not a joke this year. Like,
I needed a Martinelli goal, to be frank with you.
I'm sure.
I wanted Saka to take the penalty, to be honest.
Who actually took? Oh, Odegaard took the penalty, didn't he? Good penalty.
I know. Saka's normally on them.
Good penalty, by the way. Good penalty. Harsh penalty as well. Harsh penalty. Very harsh.
No, it was definitely a penalty, that one.
Yeah.
The game's still harsh, bro. I'll be honest, it was still harsh for me.
The game
is Nketiah one.
Yeah.
The game's finished. It's 1-0. Arsenal won 1-0, got their clean sheet. You know what's another thing? I'm seeing this Gabriel stuff as well, man. Like going to Saudi and some Saudi king or something, or owner or something's in London trying to. I think it's crap, anyways.
But grab Gabriel from Arsenal.
Yeah, like I don't know what to really make out of it other than that, because it's just I don't know.
Random one, isn't it?
But I'm like, didn't he just sign a new contract as well?
Yeah, he did.
It's a random one, isn't it?
It's not like if Tomiyasu got a red card, he might actually get his way back into the starting 11 next week. If he doesn't, and Zinchenko comes straight back in, that's the sign.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as Arsenal won, we love doing this thing where it's not called an overreactionary anymore. So we're gonna do what we called it and say that Arsenal stunk, because they did stink up the gaff. But they still won and got the result, right? That's all that matters. But the way I look at it, like,
no, Jess, you need some context to this.
Yeah,
you need some context to this. So there's a bit of context to this. From my side, and I'm not for it, by the way, but from my side, when we beat Burnley 3-0, the thing was that City were very underwhelming, right? So then I was like, well, F it. When Arsenal beat, who was it? They beat 2-1. Whether they beat Forest, I was like, well, is that not a bit underwhelming? And then when United lost, it's like, oh, Cass is not overreacting. Or were they saying you were? No, everyone was saying no. United were awful. United were awful.
Against Wolves, 1-0.
And then even at the weekend when you lost, everyone was saying, and then Cass is now running with Chelsea. Well, in that case, when Chelsea going, everyone's overreacting, it's one loss. Cass is like, no, you lost. We can't have this energy for everyone else. Then with Chelsea say, oh, well, you played well, so everything's fine. You lost.
You know what though? Arsenal, I think Arteta's changed the tactics a little bit.
Yeah.
The whole reason for maybe not having Gabriel in the side, someone that can play out wide as a back kind of three, maybe. I'm not feeling it, but I will give one credit. See, Declan Rice showed today why he's a boss. I can't lie. Like today in the middle, Eze is usually having a lot of fun. He had to go to the wing to have his fun. Like that's why he had to go to Party and meg him and everything like that. Party was dog shit, but to be fair, he's not
Party
right.
Was really bad. Yeah. Party was bad. He's not right back.
He's not right back though.
Yeah.
I think even Havertz kept it simple, bro. You can't even knock him too much. And I hear that the commentator was saying, the woman, I can't remember her name, said, "Oh, but I want a little bit more." But I'm like, well, Havertz had this refined role of playing as an 8 box-to-box type thing, and he gave the ball when he needed to give the ball. But Ødegaard was meant to be the creator. If anyone had a bad game, it was Ødegaard, not the Havertz, not the Rice. That would be their agendas today, saying what's worse and what's not. Havertz and Rice done their job. Saliba is absolutely fantastic. You see that side tackle? Wow,
unbelievable. Bro, I presume I'll be 100. I presumed it was a foul. I literally, one of them ones where I presumed it was a foul. Then I saw it back and I what a challenge. Like that was, where you just think that must have been. It was too good to take the ball off, and that simply must have been a foul. Now, great challenge. I think, like I said, I think the decision, the
red card
penalty. The red card was harsh as hell.
Harsh as hell, man.
And sorry, when I said that I'm not sure if that was a penalty, I don't mean the one that Arsenal got. I meant, sorry. Mo said that there's a foul before the penalty. You know,
Thomas Partey blocked somebody. I think he did it, but I don't think it should have been called back.
Come on, bro. I
agree with you. I don't think it should have been called back.
Nah. I think also I do think the second yellow was harsh as hell.
It was hard to be Havertz. Guys, Tommy Asu
15
his
seconds.
hand. 8 seconds. You guys with the same commentary, right? 8 seconds. It's Havertz who fucked up. It's not Tommy Asu.
I thought I know Jess is gonna have he's the Arsenal fan, he's gonna have his segment and everything like that. But I just feel like this is what's wrong with the referees in this. That Tommy Asu yellow card, I don't think he even touched him, man. You know what I don't understand? I think I was seeing Partey should have got yellow card. I saw some screens. Partey was dishing for the yellow card for the dive or whatever. But the same thing, Eze did it and didn't get no yellow card. So it goes hand in hand. I don't get it. Havertz didn't get a yellow card even though he was taking time for the throw in, but Tommy Asu did when he took some time.
Another one. Nketiah got taken down when he was about to break on a counter, and there was no yellow card there. Right?
Lerma.
Fully got taken down. Now, ultimately, both of them were weak as hell. Neither of them should have been a yellow card.
Do you know what? Yeah. All right, I'm just going to quickly run up the lights because there's already 750 here. So, guys, there was 40 of you earlier. Now there's 750 at full time. Please smash a like on your way in, people. 100%. And also, if you could, there's going to be a link down below about Football Content Awards. We've actually we part of the nominations basically for the best content creator. So if you can make sure it's the best content creator, not new, just best content creator, and you can submit a vote for Never a Foul, us and the whole team and all the panel and the people that are involved, and even you guys in the comments would greatly appreciate it. So we're going to put the link in there as well. We can do that at the end and plug that. But guys, make sure you like.
Channels in the pin for
and
Jess,
there we go. I'm just going to plug it in the comments, guys. We're going to get the Arsenal fans say in a second. Jess, you can see it. Armchair Gaffers back with their content. I saw it this week on Instagram. So big up them guys. Make sure you go and slap them a subscribe because they're lovely people. And I mean that real talk. I want to quickly just say something before I get Jess to say obviously on Arsenal. Is that I'm going to flip it from you three because I think Arsenal weren't that great and I agree with you. And I thought the ref got a few decisions wrong. But I'm going to credit Arsenal. And the reason I'm going to credit them... I didn't discredit. Hold on. You didn't. I didn't say one bad thing about Arsenal there. You know, everyone's waiting for it. I think Arsenal got 3 points, bro.
The only reason I'm going to say that is
all that matters.
Is that normally, Arsenal would have crumbled tonight and Palace would have scored. They
didn't last year. They won 2-0.
They didn't. No. But I mean, red card situation, different sort of tests like that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, do you know what? Declan Rice in there, a bit of steel, like Cass said. I'm going to give them their plaudits because I thought Monday night, like we always say with Palace, it can be tricky. And going down to 10 men, pressure like that, last 20 minutes with then 7 minutes added on, that's professional, man. 1-0, second game of the season when you're not fully ticking, take that result and run. That's what I would say, Jess. And I thought that was a professional way, the way you saw it out, man. So I got to give them credit because if that was United, I'll be coming here like, do you know what? We held firm because normally we would crumble as well. So now over to you, Jess. But I would say that
we got at least.
Hey guys, thank you for having me on. A few things to say. That was Arsenal's first win on a Monday under Arteta ever.
For real?
What, for real?
First ever win on a Monday.
Hold on. How many times have you played on a Monday under Arteta?
Not many, I don't think, but nonetheless, it was his first win on a Monday. Everyone knows Selhurst Park isn't an easy place to go to. You're right. We did it last season. Daps
2-0
this season.
2-0, yeah.
Exactly. Before I continue, guys, my name is Jess, aka Wrong and Strong, part of the Armchair Gaffers podcast. Please, the link should be in the description. Follow us for our weekly podcast. Comes out every Monday, and every other day I've got a little daily segment I do at 9 a.m. So please give us a follow and send your hate because we thrive off negativity on Armchair Gaffers. So a lot of you guys will be welcome there. I want to say, guys,
we're trying to make them better. To be fair,
I want to say, after hearing Cass's opening monologue, it reminded me why I recently unsubscribed to Never a Foul. Because Cass, you said Arsenal were woeful. We weren't. You got to understand. Can I speak? Is this a free space to speak, or do I get interrupted?
No. It's absolutely a free space. Sorry, did he just say that he unsubscribed to Never a Foul?
Whoa, there I am.
I thought that was because of Mo.
Guys, you got to understand. Arteta is playing with plan A3. This is not Arsenal A1 plan. We know Arsenal's A1 plan.
Sweet Jesus.
What's this, Daps? Go on. What is this?
I mean,
Okay,
wait.
please carry on.
Daps, why didn't you get the energy? He said, "Oh, like, can I
No,
speak?"
I like Daps. I like Daps. That's why.
Get out of here, man. I can't stand this guy already. Get him out. This is why I don't deal with the Arsenal fans, man. This guy, what's wrong with this guy? Trying to get a monologue going.
A3, you know.
As I
A3,
was
plan
saying.
A3. You are trusting too many processes here.
Yeah,
This is plan A3
going on.
So what happened last season is that teams towards the back end of the season, at the start of the season, Arsenal took teams by surprise. These are the facts. Yeah, no one thought they'll be that good. Towards the back end of the season, teams
no one thought they would be that bad.
Teams had figured Arsenal out. Okay, right. To avoid that, Arteta has spent the whole preseason working on plan A2, A3, A4, A5 because plan A1 is fantastic. When we have our starting lineup, you know, the famous one that didn't lose a home game at the Emirates all last season, we're unstoppable. Okay, this was plan A3, went away to Crystal Palace on a Monday night and came back with 3 points with 10 men. Me personally, I'm happy, guys. I'm not going to speak for too much. I'll let one of you guys interject now.
Okay.
You should be you should be happy with 3 points. Go on, Mo. But ultimately, I think we all agree you should be happy with 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Hats off to Arsenal for getting the 3 points. It is what is needed at this stage. However, you don't look the same. I only have 2 games to analyze, so I'm analyzing 2 games. Cass started his talk saying that agendas will agenda, and I think the worst player on the pitch today was Kai Havertz by a mile, and I'm going to explain why in a simple matter. In the first half, he had, because I'm going to just tell you exactly why I think. Arteta changed the plan to accommodate Kai Havertz, playing Thomas Partey on the right side to invert next to Mr. Rice to allow Kai Havertz and Odegaard to be behind the forwards, exactly like Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne did for Man City at the end of last season. But in the first half, Odegaard and Saka tried to penetrate from the right side, didn't work as much. Kai Havertz did not help Martinelli. Kai Havertz in the first half had 11 passes, the least of any Arsenal player below Nketiah. Everybody else had 20 or more passes. That means he wasn't involved in the game enough. And 6 of these passes were 5 yards of less passes between him and Martinelli on the left, right? Kai Havertz was brought into this side. And if you change the plan to have someone like Kai Havertz in, okay, instead of playing Trossard, I need to see more of Kai Havertz. I need to see productivity. What did Kai Havertz do? Come close to Martinelli, simple passes, no penetration, no crosses, nothing. He didn't invent anything. While Odegaard and Saka from that right side tried. Kai Havertz didn't, okay? Thomas Partey changed his position, Arteta did. So that's why Arteta sucked. It's exactly what Ten Hag is doing for Man United. He is shoehorning Mason Mount into the side. He is trying so hard, Arteta, to prove his point that the signing isn't bad. Remove Kai Havertz today, put Trossard on that side, same lineup, you win the first half 2-3-0 because Trossard is more creative than Kai Havertz. All this props for Kai Havertz, I'm not getting it. It's not happening. You're not touching the ball enough. You're not moving enough. You're weak on the ball. You lost your duels, more than half your duels on the pitch. People don't say that because they have the sympathy for Kai Havertz. I don't. It's absolutely what happened in the game. But hats off, as Ty said, 3 points needed. Unsustainable, my friend. The way Arsenal played football last year was dominating, imposing your will of play. Man City, when they go down to 10 men, this is why they win the league, they impose their will of play. Arsenal didn't today.
No one's been good yet, really, over 2 games this season. They've won 1-0 away at Palace with a red card. Obviously, okay, that was the 70th minute. Like, who's really, like, ticking every single box? I know Man City have got gears.
Nobody did. I get you. Nobody did.
Hold on a second. We beat Burnley 3-0. Hold on. We beat Burnley 3-0 away, right?
Yeah, and you beat.
We played. Hold on. We played midweek in a Super Cup.
Yeah,
and then we came back and beat Newcastle, which I do believe is relevant. We beat Newcastle United.
Big team now, Daps. Right? The big team. We treat them as big teams.
We beat Newcastle. We beat Newcastle, and yes, with the same way playing with, and this is very important, playing without Stones, without Gundogan, without Kevin De Bruyne, without Bernardo Silva. So same way that at the moment this is Arsenal in plan A3 or whatever the hell Jess said.
A3
This is City with Gvardiol new at the back and 4 players playing together. I'm very happy with 3-0, 1-0, not conceded one goal in the Premier League.
So the difference is Ty, Man City played without creativity, but they did what they had to do. Arsenal, I'm expecting Arsenal this year to play better than last year. Are you seeing better than last year?
I've seen
Not
2
yet.
games.
But Zinchenko,
Yes.
I think
What do you want
two
us to
big-
do, Jess? What do you want us to do?
I've seen
Analyze
2
after
games.
10 games?
I've seen
What
2
do you want
games.
us to
I've
do?
seen us dominate Forest last week. Yeah, I know it was 2-1. Don't let the score
Dominate Forest at home.
Dominate.
Y'all call that domination?
Is that domination?
Should I get the stats up and I'll let you guys
Please do.
decide?
Yeah. Do
by the
that.
way,
So I would go by that.
First 70 minutes was domination.
Just to know, yeah.
When was it? It was last week Saturday. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm with you, Jess.
Last week Saturday. I've got the stats up here. I don't like doing stats. Pardon me.
No,
So
I'm going to rip that up.
78% possession.
My contract.
15 shots to 6, 7 on target to 2, 8 corners to 3. Yeah, I mean 78%.
All right, so in that case, I mean City against Seville, because I got told that we were really average against Seville. We had 72% possession in the first and second half. So if we're doing this, dominant performance, well, in that case, did we put a dominant performance in against Seville, winning on penalties?
Yeah.
Come on, Jess,
when I saw the game,
don't do that, Jess.
What do you mean?
You know what we're talking about, Jess.
So then, Mo. So what is a dominant performance then?
It's a dominant performance. The ball is where you want. You force the other team to attack where you want. You were struggling on sometimes against Nottingham Forest, who are not one of the best sides in the league.
Did you watch the game, or did
No,
you
I'm
read
just
that?
going through vibes.
Yeah, it
Like,
sounds
No,
to me
he
like,
watched the game. He watched the game.
it sounds to me.
Come
Mo,
on.
It sounds to me, Mo, like
Come on. I don't have any.
to me-
Listen, let's just
It sounds
establish
to me,
something.
Mo.
Go
It
ahead.
sounds to me, Mo, like you read that on maybe Twitter or wherever you live.
Oh,
If
that
you
is-
saw the game, then that wasn't the case. Forest had
Jess
maybe
is
like
telling me that I read off Twitter.
Forest had like
Well, I do,
Forest
to be
had
honest.
2
I
shots
do.
on target, like 6
Let me
shots
back
in
up,
the whole
Jess.
entire game.
When Mo says, but I've seen everybody, but I've seen this, and but everybody's going on this. We asked Mo, who's everybody? And he says, but people on Twitter, and then always that one.
I'm just saying, yeah, like I saw the game myself, yeah, and bar that little late surge that Forest had towards the end when they brought on Langer and they had Awoni running at 100 miles an hour. That was it, guys. Come on, man. Yeah, we were cruising. Don't let the Mo's Twitter people fool you. Today, Arsenal gone away to Palace and they won. Okay, they won.
I agree with that.
Come on, man. Let's be
This
realistic.
is why I started by hats off. You won the game, right?
And
are you happy
as
with the performance, though?
It's professional, though.
All things considered.
Mo. Yeah, you support Inter Milan. You don't always win flashy, bro. You watch that Serie A team.
That's why I say that exactly.
But you got for a Champions League final as well, bro.
I have the same energy for my team.
And can I say,
to win leagues? Sorry, I'm gonna respond to him. To win leagues, you need against Pep Guardiola. It's not Alex Ferguson anymore. You need to impose your way of playing. Let me finish. You need to impose your way of playing football in all the games, especially against the lower half of the table teams.
Okay, that's very true. Everyone knows it's not easy to go to Palace and win away on a day when you never won a game under this manager. I want to say as well.
I still need to know how many times you've played on a Monday. I'm not having you have that one in there.
We'll
I'm not having you have that one in there.
Hey, Cass, do me a
You're
favor.
talking voodoo stuff.
Do me a favor.
I never won on Monday night. I'm like,
Cass, do me a favor, please, Cass. Yeah,
Pep Guardiola doesn't do that. Pep Guardiola wins the league. He doesn't do that.
As I'm doing my monologue, can you just
haters, man? I don't understand.
Can you just check how many times Arsenal have won on a Monday or played on a Monday? I want to say as well, cool. So we've said that Kai Havertz is shocking. We've said that Partey, Cass, in all fairness, you did say Partey wasn't good today, okay? We're not playing our main centre back in Saliba, Gabriel, one of our main centre backs, and we started Tomiyasu, yeah? And we started Nketiah. Like, that is not our strongest team. And we came away from Crystal Palace away on a Monday night with 3 points with 10 men. I don't see the bad side here, guys. I'm so sorry. Mo, I don't know what you want.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You know what? I went back to stats just to see what you're talking about. Arsenal against Forest. This is the official stats. XG. So he went to stats. 0.83 Arsenal. Nottingham Forest. 1.18. Big chances. Forest 2. Arsenal. Zilch. Okay. I'm going through your stats. This is not me. I didn't write
this.
Start
again, please. No.
I didn't write this website, bro.
Enough. Yeah, you didn't write this
you
website.
are the one who went to stats, bro. It's not me.
No. Fair enough. Start again. So the first one was that XG, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the XG? Because I was lost for a sec.
0.83 Arsenal.
Lost in the Forest.
0.83 Arsenal.
It's 1.18.
Because XG is what wins games. So fair enough. Also lost on XG.
You are the one who started stats and you're coming at me now.
Okay, next one, please. I'm not coming at you. I'm letting you get them out.
Okay, big chances. Forest 2, Arsenal, Zilch.
Because you can only score from big chances. So Arsenal
Yeah, that
lost
one
again.
sounds mad.
Now,
Yeah,
Not me,
keep going.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
keep going.
Not me,
Keep going.
No, but I don't
going.
even understand that one. Big chances. Say that again.
This is what the
Arsenal Zilch,
no, I'm
Forest
asking you
2.
to read it again.
saying,
Just read the big chances again.
Big chances, Arsenal 0.
They scored 2
Nottingham
goals.
Forest 2.
That sounds
Yes,
mad to me. I'm
but
not
that's
gonna
why
lie.
No, because Daps, you
score
only
goals
score
out
goals
of not
from big
sometimes
chances.
Yes, big
You only,
chances.
come on, Daps. Everyone
Guys,
knows.
you think
it's
I'm
not a
just
goal,
reading
it's
off
not
the website? I'm not coming up with this.
Keep going.
I
Give us 2
wanna-
stats, Mo.
Can I
Keep
interject while
going.
you lot? No, because stats,
Try to
bro.
read
We have eyes, Jess. Don't worry. We're the eye test people.
Yes,
Don't
this
worry.
is why I
He's
said
giving us 2
We do.
stats. I just want to know
My
the rest of
point,
the stats.
I said something.
5 minutes. We
Jess,
saw what
and you
Arsenal
didn't.
do.
I
They
said
should've-
something, Jess. Again, I said something, Jess, and you're like, you said stats. I said I thought the Arsenal were threatened in that game, could have drawn the game against Nottingham Forest at home. Is that a false or a true
That's
statement?
fair. No, that's fair.
That's it.
Yeah, but you can also say Arsenal in the first half could have ran away with it with 2.
Thank
Exactly.
you, Cass.
And he did it.
Thank
just
you,
like-
Cass.
Right, right. You're
Mm.
right, Cass. But they didn't.
I know, bro. Mo, you're
He
an Arsenal
didn't.
hater. We don't like Arsenal.
Actually,
haters.
you guys
I
actually
know,
wrong.
bro.
Okay,
My
I'm gonna
team.
say it
Mo.
now.
He's
I'm
up to
gonna
Mo
say it.
tonight.
Sorry, Ty. I'm gonna say it now. People that think I hate Arsenal, I want anybody to win the league other than Man City.
There we go. So it's confirmed, people. Mo is a City hater. I've got it in
Here we
4K,
go.
8K,
And the
whatever, and
one
I'm clipping that
closer-
up.
And
No
the
problem.
one
He's
closer,
lying.
and the one
Lying.
closer to the league is Arsenal. So I wanted Arsenal to win today.
So why are you not
And I
happy
wa-
then?
Are you not
I
entertained?
told you, Ty. I want
I
Arsenal.
know you, my
I
friend.
told you, bro. I actually think against Pep Guardiola, you need to impose the way you play football in every
Right.
game.
Mo,
But they
you've
didn't
watched
do it
football
because
for what
he's
we're saying is-
show-horning the way they play. You guys said
Mo,
he
we're
didn't look
saying
good.
that
Go
they
ahead,
weren't
yes.
the best Arsenal, right? They weren't the
Yeah,
best Arsenal.
that's
tonight.
it. That's my
Second game of
point.
the season. But when you grind out in the last 20 minutes, 1-0 away from home, these are the points in March, April, when we say Arsenal bottled it last season, that you'll think back, okay, they grinded it out. These are mental tests. These are mental barriers and blocks. They're trying to overcome now. So when it gets to March and April and they're away in these games like this and this happens, they can think they've shown resoluteness before. This is an Arsenal team.
No. But to be fair with you, although I get what you're saying, and I look, for me, Arsenal got 3 points away from home.
Yeah,
It kicked off. But hold on. Last season, we did this Arsenal will overcome every single hurdle thing, yeah, which they deserved, right? 100%.
They didn't.
We're not doing. No, but up to a certain point, they did. I mean, going through the season, we're not doing that all over again. We are not doing this. Oh my God!
Early on in the season, Daps, big
you
3
did
points.
just do it. You did just do it. You just said, they're building up. It's Palace away. I expected Arsenal to turn over Palace today. So
It should.
They,
But the manner of the win
weren't it
is good.
last season. But it's 3 points, and Jess does have a point that at the moment, what Arteta is doing, he's trying new things out, right? So the
like
back
Ten
end
Hag.
of the season,
Zinchenko back was one of their main players. Zinchenko back.
But
and then
everybody
he's used in
attacks
a
Ten
couple of
Hag when
weeks.
he tries new stuff.
Everybody,
Everybody.
Mo, if this is happening in
But that's
3
why
weeks,
I'm attacking Arteta, Cass. I
Mo,
said
if this is happening
it's
in a
your
month's
fourth
time,
season,
get out there,
Arteta.
Henry.
Why
Yeah,
you're trying things now? When this is the season you have to win the league. Go ahead.
Because Zinchenko and Jesus are not back.
Anyways,
Super,
I'm gonna
I know
do
you got
some
run
super
some
chats,
super.
man. Gracie says the refereeing decisions have been diabolical, and we're only 2 games in.
In pair games.
We could do a whole show on English referees.
Yeah,
I'll
we
be
could.
real.
Real
And
talk.
first, and we'll start with Anthony. And you know what? Anthony Taylor wouldn't even be at the top of the list.
The most important thing is the lack of consistency. That's the one thing we can say. The consistency is just not there at all.
They need to get mic'd up. They need to get mic'd up.
Badly.
Yeah.
They need to be accountable, bro, but there won't be.
That's the thing. They never do. And that's annoying. It's just like politics in
I
England.
think one thing that will happen as well is I think they need to make a decision between who's going to make the call. Because what I think's happened with VAR now is that referees are worried that if they make a call, they're going to be, they're going to be overturned and look stupid and vice versa. For me, what I think should happen is referees should go in the favour of the attacker. Right, and then if VAR overturns it, it won't be a goal or it won't be a penalty. But I think they should always go in favour of the attacking team because then the referee, because then it will either be a goal or a free kick or a penalty. At which point, then if VAR looks at it, and by the way, this is the important thing: 4 people in that damn room, you better fucking get it right. they can look at it, and if it shouldn't be a penalty, shouldn't be a free kick, or shouldn't be a goal, they can then go, actually, no, we overturn it. But the referee should go with in favour of the attacker first.
I think VAR should just be scrapped in general. Man.
Maybe, or that.
Shout out Sophia in the comments, because she was saying what I was about to say, is that, what do you guys feel about having refs mic'd up for one? And the other thing I'd like as well is I saw in the Eredivisie a little while back, is that the refs give a post-game interview and explain a few things, like, on the 4th minute, when I didn't book so-and-so, it was because X, Y, and Z, and in the 15th minute, I booked yada, 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 because yada, yada, yada. Just some accountability, because we're just left in the dark. Yeah, so what do you guys feel about that? Miking them up and or post-game interviews?
Look at how it works for rugby. It works for rugby.
Yeah, but you never
what, actually, on my podcast, I said we should mic up refs, and Dan said no, and I said it works in rugby. He said, yeah, but rugby isn't played by hooligans. Rugby fans aren't like football fans. I'm thinking, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
Well, I think Dan's a bad person for saying that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think as a human being, Dan's not a very good human being, and he's stereotyping people. So you need to have a word with him. Hold tight, Dan.
Yeah, I think not hold tight, Dan anymore. I just feel like with the referees, like as humans, we want to try to relate to some people. That's why we like footballers that express themselves a little bit more. We can never know what a referee truly like until we start hearing something at least, and decision making. And you're like, you know what, you got it wrong. Fair enough.
It's only a matter of time, though, Cass. The more they get wrong now, it's gonna come.
VAR should only be used in World Cup and Euros, in my opinion, and just leave it down to referees, because boy, it's just clearly ruining football, in my opinion.
You know what, though? Just quickly, Cass, before you read this, someone said a good point. I was listening to Talk, even though I don't like Talk Sport. Someone was saying in Talk Sport, you see what they do in, I think it's either cricket. It's cricket. You know, when they had the review system in cricket, says the umpire's call, and then the cricket teams only get 3 reviews. So basically, in football, every decision just goes, and say if Arsenal think it's a penalty, Odegaard can say to the ref, I want to review it, and then it's basically have like 3 reviews, and then if either gets overturned or it doesn't, you lose the review.
Football don't like
challenge,
other sports, because football heads think they're the best in the FA and everything, and they don't need help. They always say a helping hand's always good. Depends what you want, to be fair. Arsenal were good. Rice was immense. You need those boring 1-0s to win leagues defensively. Solid. Palace away is difficult. No penalty and no red card, in my opinion, and that's from Liverpool fan. NLF says this performance gave me some more confidence than a 5-0 win. Thought Rice was immense, and that second yellow card was dumb. Ayew should have been booked. Yeah, Ayew should have been booked. Gracie says, love Mo, my favorite on here. I can't lie. You know what, Mo? Stop telling your wife to, make up accounts and, do stuff like this.
Someone called Garcia, bro.
Oh, God. No, it's called Gracie.
No, it's called Gracie, but similar to Garcia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mugiwara says, says, big up Mandem as always, not even going to sugarcoat perform badly. Performed badly, the performance basically. But got the 3 points, take the win and run with it, just like we did against Wolves. Darren Ingram says 3 points, clean sheet, but ordinary performance. Okay. Liverpool is back with another one saying, not as pretty, but it's more efficient. Mo's harsh. I said, since Hodgson at return, Palace have not lost at home. I mean,
facts. Wow. Look, the way I'll go and ask Steve. I was telling Steve in the Bernabeu about how Hodgson has got Palace playing. It's at the back. It's getting the ball and lumping it forward. They're not here to play good football until they get into that final third, and so they're not an easy team to win. For me personally, it's 3 points. Early in the season away from home. I can tell you, was I overjoyed or blown away by Arsenal? Did I expect Arsenal to do that? Yeah, but in hindsight, it's the beginning of the season, and they are trying new things. So
and that's the thing, Daps. That Arsenal are going to get better. So it's like we've seen what they played like last season with Zinchenko back and Jesus in 2 weeks.
Yeah, when Jesus
comes back, hopefully, Jeff, they go back to A1.
Tom Goldsworthy says grind against Roy. They are there for the taking. Yeah, man.
Grind against Roy. Pause.
Why are you saying, Ty, that they're going to get better?
Because I feel like Zinchenko
only get better.
I just think Zinchenko was a big piece for them last year. And I think Jesus is obviously a better overall attacker than Jesus. And I think, obviously, if he wants to play the Havertz thing in the middle, he moves back to Partey and Rice, then I think they're going to get better. Zinchenko and Jesus, for me, are big players in terms of technical ability, and they understand the way Arteta wants to do things. I just think when you're a system manager like Arteta is, having 2 players who have just come from Man City, who get systems, they are important because they understand it. That's what I think.
Can I just give you another thing as to why I think it's important that they have tried this again, right? Is because you've got to remember that Timber has got injured, right? So if Timber wasn't injured, they could quite easily play Zinchenko, Ben White, or Timber, right? Or Tomiyasu, to be fair. Now Timber is injured, they have one less player that can play out wide. So they're probably getting... I think probably Arsenal will end up going back to Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko and Ben White on the right, and then Partey in the middle. But they've got to try this because it's very important, because I said this about Pep last season, that Pep... You didn't see Pep tinkering in those last 15, 16 games, right? You do your tinkering at the start of the season. I remember coming on this show and saying how Pep was tinkering and trying different players at the back next to each other early in the season, because you need to get those partnerships built up so that if for whatever reason in March, April, May, you have to start doing it. It's not the first time they've played together. So that's exactly what Arteta has done.
Well,
and I do get what you're saying, Jess, with the A3 now. It could have been A2, but he's doing it right. He is doing, because I praised Pep for doing this last season. I don't think this is how they'll play. I do think they'll go back to 4 at the back. It's just they have to try it early doors, and before they say, look, I think Arsenal have got City not too far away. Arsenal have got Man United not too far away. He don't want to be trying out these new things in those games. These are the games to try him out in. So I get it. And he's got 3 points while trying something else. So
he tried it twice, and I'm not really for it personally.
No,
I think he's just trying. For me, I feel like he's trying to fit in Havertz into a system that works for him.
Maybe.
But I think even Partey not being there or whatever, I just feel like you don't need all 4 of them on the pitch for it to be.
Remember what we said though, man. When Jess was even on last time, we said first 7 games. Let's see, what do we think Arsenal can do? Win the first 7. They've won 2 out of 2. So let's see.
Yeah.
Time out, guys. My stat was wrong. It was a Monday away game. Arsenal have never won.
Oh my God, that's even worse.
And it's 4. It's 4 games. Today was the 5th game, and they won. So
hold on, under Arteta, that's not that bad.
It's 1,150 people in here. Make sure you're smashing that like button. You know what it looks like by now. I told you I'm not your dad. You all know what a thumbs up looks like. I don't need to do more.
You're not my dad.
Hey guys, you know.
You're not my dad.
Man. No.
Oh, you better get out. What are you doing in the house? I thought you were my dad. No, I'm joking.
Just because we're white. But anyways, make sure you smash the like button. We're nearly on 400. Big up, and also subscribe to Armchair Gaffers. You can, if you like Jess and the generic podcast, it's in the pin. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go back to Mo's point back to Havertz, and I think to single out Havertz is totally wrong for me, because I feel like his job wasn't to get into the box today. I don't think he was getting run by. If anyone's getting run by, it was Ødegaard not covering off the Jeffrey Schlupp on the left-hand side. He was running ragged. I saw him skip to my loo loads and loads of my times down that side. With and it was Jordan Ayew in the covering as well. Jordan Ayew had some fun against Tommy, I would say, but Rice had to cover the middle, and you could say where was Havertz to cover. But I did see Havertz get into position in time. Every time they came inside, Joel Ward didn't really have anything to really cross into. If you're gonna target anyone today, you have to probably target the front line. You know, maybe Martinelli, maybe Saka.
Cass, let me ask you direct. Is Ødegaard getting away with it because he scored the pen?
Probably. I think if anyone was for me, look, the worst player on the pitch today for me was Ødegaard, didn't it? I think he didn't help the team the way he usually does. He didn't control the game like he usually does. He wasn't creating a lot of
Was it not similar against Thingy as well, though, Forest?
Yeah, you could say he's just not having the best times, but he will get better as games go on. You know, he's not a crap player. He will get there. And I think maybe it's just the system change that you have to get used to. Yeah. Because before you saw fullbacks overlapping quite a lot, or you're playing them inverted, that helps Ødegaard's control. So which one do you want it more? I just feel like with the way it goes, I've seen, Thomas Partey not getting forward as much. I'm not seeing the other left-hand side getting forward as much. I saw Tomiyasu do that job, but Tomiyasu stinks anyways. What are you going to do with him? So that's the way I look at it.
Can I just say another thing about Ødegaard as well? One of the really important things with Ødegaard, and this goes back to what Jess says, is Ødegaard is a player that thrives playing in the pockets, right? It's harder to find pockets when people are playing with low blocks against you. There's nowhere near as many pockets. There's not really any pockets to find. It's like a pair of trousers with the pockets sewn up. So they are going to find this more because there's less move. And this is what happens. Like when you play the start of last season, no one expected Arsenal to be coming out and blowing teams away like that, where they were having to play the low block. So they weren't playing the low block. Ødegaard was thriving. They will find another way to play with him because Ødegaard is, and even who was it that played the ball through for the penalty? In fact,
Martinelli. No.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, it
Martinelli.
was Martinelli.
Big
To
up
be
the
fair-
FPL, man. Big up the
it might
FPL.
be,
Came through a
because
little bit.
I was going to say they're the type of passes that Odegaard will probably thrive on against low blocks, picking out those like David Silva used to for City a bit, those little passes like that. So we know it'll come good, but I don't think it's panic station for us.
Or the other person, I know someone highlighted, but he did get the clean sheet in the end, and Nketiah did make the difference in the end. So that's why I'm not
I
going to
thought
say
he was
that.
all right tonight. I think people did harsh a bit on him. I thought the movement.
Yeah, but that chance, yes, I agree with you. But that chance he missed.
Yeah, he
is
should score the dink
yes.
one. Yeah,
You're
he
a
should
striker. You're a
Like,
striker. You're not involved as much. You get a chance like this, 1-on-1 with all that space. You should finish it.
You know what I think?
At least your team get comfortable, bro.
It's not just that he missed. It's the fact that this is your chance to jump in and try and like make a point before Jesus comes back. They're the chances you have to be taking. And I think the way he reacted, he knew within himself, oh, Jesus coming back shortly. Like, that's a chance I've got to take. But I thought his movement was good. I thought he was unlucky when he held off the defender, barged a few man off, left foot, hit the post. That would have been a nice finish, a nice goal. Like, like he done all right, man. I think people.
And do you know what? Actually,
a scapegoat.
I wanna
hold on. Sorry.
Can
Can I just say one thing on that one shot that hit the post? To be fair, because on Saturday, Haaland had 2 opportunities that he dragged just wide by about an inch. Yeah.
Okay.
Just wide by an inch. Well, Nketiah hit the post. So we got to be fair that Nketiah actually came closer with that than Haaland did with his 2 opportunities. So, do you know, it's small margins.
Yeah.
And if that was 1 inch closer, I do think maybe that chip he could have kept it down a bit. But I think we're being picky. Go on, Mo. Go on.
Just to be a little bit okay. So to be honest, I saw. This is the comparison that people don't like to make. Yesterday, Man City play the day before yesterday. Man City played against Newcastle, a tougher team that Crystal Palace sat back as well. While I saw Phil Foden doing what other people don't do, which is it's my game and you're playing in it. I'm gonna turn the defenders, drive at people. I am the most creative player on the pitch. He didn't have anybody next to him to help him, in my opinion. Today it was Odegaard. It was like Saka, it was Martinelli.
Quiet.
Why nobody's taking initiative like Odegaard did last year? Was like, it's my game. I am the one who's driving this game. I saw Foden do it because people, I'm going to be honest, people criticize Foden and saying, oh, you're playing just because you have good players around you. He played Saturday without the good players around him, and he created 3 clear-cut chances. And today, I was waiting for Saka, the star boy, or Odegaard or Martinelli to do that by themselves. Nobody did. So I'm going to have the same energy for both.
Are you getting tired of Arteta's in-game management a little bit? Because I think Trossard, I feel like that red card and going to do that, I feel like even then, like you could have put a Trossard or something in the game.
I was going to say, did Trossard come on?
Trossard get some.
So much hate, guys. So much hate for some reason on this Trossard guy.
I don't get this Trossard agenda. You know, I don't. I love Trossard, man.
I just feel like maybe you could change up a little bit in the 60th minute. You know, I know 66th minute was when the red card happened. It's a bit different, but I just think like the way Arsenal were persisting, you know, after the penalty and everything, I think that was probably the way to go and maybe change it a little bit.
I trust the process.
Is it still a process?
Come on, Jess. Give me more.
I trust
Give me more.
Arteta.
Give me more.
Okay, so what I do, I wear on one hand everything I know about football, and I wear on the other hand everything Arteta knows about football. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I let him do his thing.
So why are we here then?
I've never won the FA Cup or the English.
Why are we here then, Jess?
Why are we here? Super Cup, which is the Community Shield. You guys know it. No, I trust the man.
In the show, then.
I can't knock that because I'll say similar things about City, but I think probably I've got a bit. If you trust him, you trust him. I just think this Trossard thing, maybe today isn't the game because you did get a player sent off, and if he didn't get sent off, then maybe we would have seen Trossard in the 70th.
I did think, when Tomiyasu was on a yellow card, because whenever my fullbacks get booked, I'm always like dragging right away. Plus, I'm not Tomiyasu's biggest fan. So when he got booked, I thought Arteta would sub him a lot sooner. But did he even have any time? I think there was 7 minutes between the first booking and the second booking. So so we don't really know what could have happened. But in the end, Arsenal got the 3 points. And end of the season, I don't think we're going to look at this game as anything other than just another 3 points.
Yeah, I just thought like during a low block, innit, you should be changing it up a little bit.
Okay, so Sophia said I can trust Arteta, but I can also criticize. If I want to criticize Arteta today, his in-game management for me was okay. I I'm not sure about Havertz, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I'm not sure about Havertz because I'm Trossard's biggest fan. I'm pretty sure if I haven't said it on this show, I've said it on my show and on another show. I believe that if Leandro Trossard starts 90% of Arsenal's Premier League games, have I told you guys what I believe? No?
No.
If Leandro Trossard starts 90% of Arsenal's Premier League games this season, Arsenal win the league and Trossard wins Player of the Season. Premier League Player of the Year.
So you're trying to say he's one of the best in the league?
That's how I feel about him.
Right, man. I feel some sort of way about Beyonce, but I'll never get there. It's unrealistic.
Well, I'm just saying how I feel.
Yeah.
Where would you start him,
I
Jess?
like
Where would you
Trossard.
start
I
him,
like
Jess?
In the beginning of the season, I said that
Am I
Arsenal's
starting him?
biggest.
Yeah, I want to know
problem
where.
will be-
I want to know where's he starting him and who you taking out.
At the
I don't
moment,
think I can get here, mate.
it's
Fully
this
fit squad, by the way. None of this person's part. Like fully fit squad. Where you starting him?
a fully fit squad. I need Martinelli on the pitch. I need Saka on the pitch. I need Jesus on the pitch. I need Partey playing the 6. I need Odegaard on the pitch. So Rice steps out, unfortunately. I'm not perfect. I don't know.
What, you play Trossard left 8?
Yeah.
Man said dropping Rice, 105 million, but you said you trust your manager.
Messi went bro, it can
I'm
get,
just- I'm
it
just
can
gonna-
get very messy. You ever dropped Rice before? It gets very messy. It can get
I'm just
very
saying-
messy.
I'm just saying that Sophia's
I like
told me to give
dropping
some
it,
criticism, so I thought I'd give you my thoughts. Now, guys, yeah, I don't have all the answers. Yeah, I have what Mo has, stinking opinions. Okay, so that's what I'm giving right now.
So you can call yourself that. Just don't drag other people with you, bro. If you think that about yourself, you just can say it, bro.
Oh no, he wanted to say about you, Mo.
No, it's fine. Anyway, in my opinion, you know what? You just don't want to say it. Play Trossard next to Odegaard. Play Rice in the 6. Play Partey right back. Let him invert next to Rice, and that would be your best
Because
11.
that sounds good. However, you don't know how I feel about Ben White.
So hold on. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel in the back with Partey right next to them, inverted next to Rice. That looks solid, bro.
One of the reasons today and this season why we haven't seen Saka in these 2 games doing what Saka does is because he hasn't got Ben White playing behind him. Their chemistry is phenomenal. Okay,
Ben White never inverts that
So
much.
that means you got to play Ben White on the
Ben
right,
White never
not on the left
overlaps
then.
as much. Am I mistaken here, guys?
Wait. I heard
Is
2
Ben
things.
White
there.
always overlap to help?
I didn't
So
say
that means-
I did not say overlap. I did not say
Okay.
overlap. I said
So that would
chemistry.
mean you play Ben White on the right, not on the left, like where Mo said. So that him
Exactly.
and Saka are there
On the
together.
right.
Yeah.
There was a game last season, I think it was against Fulham away, and Arteta started Trossard on the right and Saka on the bench. And the chemistry between Trossard and Ben White, even though they're both at Brighton, was non-existent. And since then, Trossard has not featured for Arsenal on the right ever again. Okay.
Do you know?
Go on.
There's things. This chemistry between fullbacks and wide left players or wide right players is everything, and it's not just about the overlap and the underlap. It's like I can say Pep would never play Mendy and Sane together. Never did, because it just invading each other's space and not being on. Ake and Grealish works, right? Vardy on Grealish the other week didn't work. The chemistry between your fullback and it's everything for me. It's like
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
really is. So I hear you on that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that
But
it's also
obviously-
trust. It's a trust thing as well. That trusting what your job, like Saka with Ben White there, probably knows I'm not
Yeah,
going to have
and
to trust.
By the way,
back
I
as
didn't
much.
say anything about White overlapping or underlapping. I was talking about chemistry and Daps. I value your thoughts because I value Ty's thoughts as well. But Mo, I don't know if you watch football.
No,
Yeah?
I don't. No, I go.
He likes Twitter though. He likes Twitter.
What I'm gonna do, Mo, I'm gonna call up your mobile provider and cancel your data to keep you off Twitter. Okay, yeah, and just watch football, please, and don't watch the MLS because that's where you're going wrong.
No, American football. That's what we call it here. It's football. American football.
Yeah,
Soccer.
Soccer here, bro.
please,
soccer.
yeah.
We play soccer here.
Just to be clear,
Play
Mo probably
soccer.
watches more football.
Mo
Definitely
is a
watches more
Moto
football than
GP
me,
fan.
but
What's the guy's name? Mark Marquez. Go and watch Mark Marquez. Okay, that's what you need to do. But anyway,
I will listen to you and I'll try to watch football more. If I have any more time and any more games, just send me the games and I'll watch them. Maybe
But
you can
you
send me something to learn from you, Jess. Anyway,
please. But
Guys, make sure you run up the likes. Still over 1,000 of you in here as well. 45 minutes in. Please make sure you're liking the video. Helps us reach a big audience elsewhere as well. And also subscribe to Jess down below. He's always in the pin chat, like Cass said. Armchair Gaff is right there. Now, Jess, it's not a thumb sideways. It's a thumbs up, bro.
Can I just say, pointing at me. I was pointing at myself.
Oh, there we go.
VD. You know, old school wrestler.
Love that.
So this is to Mo and Jess real quick.
Do you want me to rap anyone? Lift the mood a bit.
No, we don't.
Because you two, what's going on here? Have I missed a show during the day or something where you two like?
No, Mo offended me about 6 months ago, and I hold grudges, and I don't remember what he said to offend me.
You're not in my head, so I can't remember that.
I don't remember what it was, but it's just stuck.
I remember that.
Do you know what I want now? Do you know what I want? I want Arsenal and Inter in like a quarter-final with champs.
Hey, by the way, I saw pot 2 earlier. That pot 2's naughty, you know.
Wait, the pot's out, Daps.
Yeah. Pot 2 has got, let me remember, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Man United, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich. No, not Bayern Munich, Dortmund, sorry. There's only pretty much, I think, 2 teams in pot 2 that I was like,
whoever's in pot 1, there's going to be a sick group somewhere.
Yeah, pot 2 is naughty. I'm not going to lie. Pot 2 is proper naughty.
Thursday, the 31st, right? Is that when they're doing the draw?
I thought it was Friday.
I've got it in my calendar. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's the 30th, the 31st. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Thursday, 31st.
It's a Thursday. Okay.
But yeah, man, moving on.
Hold on. Why you're doing this? What? It's a Champions League, bro. This is not Europe. It's Champions League, bro.
Guys, I haven't seen
Champions League. Calm down. It's all right.
You know what?
Champions League is fine.
You got to
we
understand.
bag, baby.
He got so excited. He got so excited. I mean,
Mo, do you think you go further than them?
Well, the mad thing is, none of your team, all of you lot next to me, yeah? None of you can, so Man United, Inter, and Arsenal are all in the same pot, so none of you are going to get each other in the same pot. That's what I mean. City can get Real Madrid.
I want to see if Mo thinks they can go further than Arsenal when they get to the knockouts.
Champions League always depends on the draw.
How much is in pot 2?
Huh?
Always depends.
Man United,
you know how it is.
Champions of each team. Oh my word! All I'm gonna say is,
thank God we're in pot 2.
All right, Jess, what was you
doing?
Why is that?
Where do you want to be, Ty?
Wait,
pot 2? If I'm pot 3 or 4, we're getting knocked out by the 2 other pots.
You were just in the quarterfinal just a season ago or something. So how can you be? You cannot be in pot 3.
Bro, we're shit.
Jess, what was you doing last time Arsenal won the Champions League?
I will tell you off camera.
Yeah.
Mad.
Daps. No, it's an inside joke. Me and Daps have because we had this talk a little while ago, and it's a joke that we just say. Yeah.
What trainers were you wearing?
I was wearing
blue ones.
No. I was wearing
like Converses. Oh right, okay.
I was wearing Air Max. What do you guys call them? The TNs.
Yeah, TNs. Yeah.
TNs or 110s. They used to be 110. They're not 110 no more.
No.
They're like about 3 mils.
110s are the Air Max 95s.
No, I don't call it. I call TNs were 110. Back in the day, TNs were 110. They cost £110 back in the day.
No.
Yes,
they were
bro.
120.
Anyways, let's move on.
It might have been 120 actually.
Let's move on from
I
Arsenal.
want to just say one last thing about Arsenal, please, Cass, if you allow me, please. Is that okay?
Just because
people
you said that,
get those likes up. Get those likes up, people. Please quickly check and make sure you're hitting that like button if it isn't already. Mo, go on. One more insult on Arsenal from you.
At the moment, and I said that earlier, Arsenal are the most equipped team to win the league, more than City even. City have weakened a weak squad as of now. They're still strengthening. The window's not over. They're expecting more signings. But as of now, Arsenal, on paper, should be the strongest team in this league. On paper now. They have everything. They have everything, every utility, everything.
They don't have leaders.
I would say
they don't have Premier League winning experience.
Yeah, but there has to be the first one, right?
No, you said they
have
everything.
You didn't have that.
I'm just pulling you up. You said they have everything, so I'm just letting you know.
So they have Gabriel Jesus that won the league before. They have Zinchenko that won the league before. Am I wrong here?
You're captains of each respective.
If you think they're leaders, no problem.
So they are okay. So they won the league before. That's one. They have Odegaard as captain of Norway. That's 2. Okay.
We have the Europa Conference League champion winning captain.
Yeah, they don't. But again, I'm talking about basically football in Arsenal now. They have
football-wise,
everything
I
at their
agree
hands.
with you. Squad-wise, I agree with you as well.
Once City add everybody at the end, we'll talk about it. This is why I think that the
One more
worst
fullback
thing that
for me.
Arsenal can do is Arteta to be stubborn, to try to play a certain way of playing, to put players on the pitch that maybe they shouldn't be there. Today, I think Gabriel should have played instead of Tomiyasu on that left side.
It's cool, man.
Jordan Ayew had a field day on that side against Tomiyasu. If that was Gabriel...
Plan A3, guys.
Yeah, but
Plan
that shouldn't
A3.
work like this. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Doku and whatever.
52 million for 6 league earned goals. What are you saying, Daps?
Well, calm down. No, don't attack Daps. Yeah.
No. I was going to answer.
Because Daps, he's the
Did he
guy.
pay you or something, bro?
No, because before we
What
talk
is
about
going on here?
pounds per goal, yeah, look at Rasmus Højlund and his Serie A goals and the 70 whatever million.
Go check how many goals he scored overall last year, and then we'll have another conversation.
But one's a forward,
said,
one's a winger.
League 1. You said League 1, so I'm talking about Serie A goals.
Oh,
Yeah?
but he played in yeah, but
Hold on. But let me answer, Cass. Cass, I see what you're doing here. You're trying your absolute best, right? Absolute best.
100%.
But bro, if that's what Pep wants, absolutely no problem, bro. I've already said to you, if we sign nobody else, we're still finishing above your damn team, bro. So like, if you want to try and, it is very nice, bro.
Nice.
And to be fair, Cass, you can hold on, Cass.
Everyone gets singled out, but why doesn't someone else get singled out in the same
No, you
version?
can single me out. But here's the beauty. You know what? You can try all this bullshit, right? Let's be real, bro. On Saturday, when your team are getting dicked by Tottenham 2-0, yeah? Did I say anything? Did I ring you? Did I try and be shameless? Did I do any of that? Nah, bro. You can try all of it. It's cute. It's funny. I don't believe you. No one believes you. You still want to try and say some sort of way that you think the Man United are going to finish above City. If you think Doku's a bad signing, no problem, bro.
You know, you just done a whole monologue on nothing that I've even talked about Man United. I just went off energy.
No, Cass, you did say that because you said
no.
All that million for 6
wait, one sec. Because in the summer, Daps also said 65 million for Havertz when he's done this many goals and this many
No, I didn't. I said let him cook. I said let him cook, bro. Be real, Mo.
You laughing?
Yeah,
hold on. You laughing?
Can we just have a one sentence and that response,
so
please?
Mo, quickly, let me ask you a question. Did I not say with Mount and with Havertz, everyone chill out and let's see, yeah? Let them both cook. That's all I said on both of them.
So what else did he say, Cass? Cass, tell me what did he say?
We've also laughed in the same stream as together when Havertz did sign, and it was 65 million for a guy that's done fuck all.
I didn't say that.
But anyways, we didn't say that. Jess, you weren't there. Anyways,
I was watching.
Oh yeah, sure you was. I thought you unsubscribed.
The problem is, I'll say it, what I said, and then say, did I say that? And someone will say, yes, you did say that. You'll say it, and then not ask anyone to back you up with that. It's just...
Why are you backing Daps that much, Jess? You win second. He won the league from you last year. What is going on?
He said he likes Daps.
Okay.
He's an unsubscriber.
I'm a likable person. That's what it is.
We like you, Daps. Nobody hates you. We like you, but he backs on every single thing you say.
Anyway, carry on, Cass. Please tell me what's bad about Doku, because I know nothing about him, by the way.
I rate him, innit? I said I rate him. I like Doku, and I like what he brings.
I know nothing about him, to be clear. Nothing about him whatsoever.
See, when we do this thing with transfers, what rivals say, because us are the same energy about Arsenal poor performance, but we're gonna judge Man United and people else who've had shit performances. Same thing. When we done pound for pound for goals, Anthony, this, that, and the other, blah blah. Last season. I'm going to say, why does no one get onto the signings that also only got 6 league goals in a French league, and for pound? So we're telling me that
people please answer him.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? Do you know what the difference is? Do you know what I would say? Do you know why I think it probably happens is, here's the difference, that when it's, and this is blind faith, again, I'm gonna keep using this blind faith, right? When it's Pep Guardiola saying, this is the person that I want to come in, because I think we're allowed to go, do you know what? Pep's got a plan with him, right? And again, I'm being real. I'm saying, I know nothing about him, bro. Absolutely nothing. But if Pep thinks he's the guy to come in, not that we need him, but if he's the guy to come in, then no problem. I thought
it was Olise that Pep wanted. This is not his first choice.
Yes, he did, bro. No, it wasn't his first choice. But again, the other day we said about Pep having multiple people putting lists on the list. So
yeah, I said that on Saturday, didn't I? I said Pep, when he wants a player, Pep has a plan A, plan B, and plan C. If he doesn't get one of them, he just won't sign anyone in that position. Yeah. And I'll be real on Doku. The guy's rapid. His elite dribbling. I think he had like 7 successful take-ons this weekend. I've watched him a few times, to be fair. So I can actually... The thing is, I think for what City need, right, and what they're missing right now, he is a good person to bring in. When especially like if he comes off the bench 60th, 70th minute, he's got pace to burn. He's a 1v1 demon in terms of he'll get you and line you up 1v1, kick it past you, run, and he's got pace. And I think he's going to free up a lot of space for players like
Foden he's a starter
because he will start some games, definitely. You know, when you start away games and you go on the counter and stuff, he's a perfect weapon, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. When you go to some of them big away games now and you've got someone who's an outlet, he is going to be good for that, man. I think the only thing I'll say that I want him to work on, if I'm honest, is his final ball, because a bit like Mudryk, and I'm not comparing him, but you know when you're sometimes so fast that it can just sometimes get a bit jumbled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll be real with you, bro. You're going to like his pace.
Sterling
You're going to like his directness. And I think he's got levels to like go up there. And you know what? Haaland might be excited about it because he knows he's going to have someone that's going to be able to get into space, run at players, and then he might be able to get a lot of drag backs, you know, like them cut back crosses and stuff like that. So I think with Pep, I've always said what you said, Daps, as well. He's in a position where when he signs someone, he has got a plan for him. He wants someone that's different to the profiles you've got right now. And you do have that. Grealish is a technical player, but he's not rapid. Foden's a very good technical player. He's medium speed. Alvarez, medium speed, but can finish, technical ability. Now you've got someone just of a different profile. They don't have to be the most highest technical ability, but they're giving you something that the others don't. So I think it's a
So
best
it's just
signing, man.
Adama Traore, but just stronger and weaker and smaller.
He's more technical
Is that what
than
it
him.
is?
And do you know what?
He's like Traore.
I actually, I didn't see him at all. That's
do you know what? Adama
No, it's similar to Traore. Exactly that, Mark.
It reminds
Like
me a bit of.
I'm based on what Ty is saying. Is like very similar.
No, identical, bro. Identical. Pep's gone and signed Traore.
Guys, my only
He's not
experience
signed
of
Traore.
Doku,
He's better technically than that, Mo.
my only experience of Doku was it was at a tournament. It was either the World Cup or the Euros. Okay,
It was the Euro. Do you remember when he come on? Do you remember?
And you know what I saw when I saw him? I saw Breel Mbolo version 2.0, and I said, I'm out. Done.
I said Mbolo.
Breel Mbolo. Got to say his full name. His first name is Breel.
He's at Monaco now as well.
Bleeding at Monaco.
But no. I thought when
Fast
Doku come on,
and bleeding.
I thought he was quite a good impact for Belgium, to be fair, when he was coming on.
I've seen this before. I've seen these tournament players that come on in the tournament. And
Bro,
they
you can say, right. Jess, let me tell you something. And I'm going to come back to you on this. Raheem Sterling, right? If you just got into football, right, and everyone was telling you about what Raheem Sterling done at Man City, then you watched him in his first season at Chelsea, even though Chelsea, none of them were that great. You would have been like, this is Raheem Sterling, the guy that you were talking X, Y, and Z about. Yeah. Sometimes systems, managers,
Chelsea,
a lot of things come into it. The Raheem Sterling at Chelsea's been crap. But if you look at the Sterling before that, you'd think it's completely two different human beings. So sometimes you've got to watch your isolation. For me, I just watch someone with my own eyes. I think, do you know what? Will his style look good for City because he's a different type of player and the pace and the space he'll get? I think he can have a good impact for them. That's what I think.
Can I ask you something honestly, Ty? Okay. Doku, based on the seasons and his experience, okay, forget that he signed for City. If he signed for Brighton, would you have had the same energy and saying he's a very he would start?
No, I would have liked to sign him. Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
I don't think you can say that to one thing.
What about Brighton? What about Fulham then?
Hold on. With Ty, this isn't the right person to be saying this to, bro. On a real, yeah. Ty actually does talk about players for those type of teams. So
I'm asking him for real.
He does have that energy for you.
You think that Doku with his output is a better player for example, would he go and start for Fulham?
He's not good, man.
Yes.
He's not good, guys.
Yeah, listen, I'm looking. Okay.
Yes,
Someone
he would.
He would.
Yeah.
He would start right away. So why nobody went to buy him then?
They got Dan James, man. Come on.
Why they're not going to buy him? He's gone to Man City. You're comparing that to Fulham.
At the end of the window, I didn't see any links with him in the whole window.
Bro, but you don't know how long these things are kind of little bits.
Okay, so you're saying that.
And also, I've seen Doku linked with other clubs, to be fair.
You know what? You're doing a disservice to Rennes. Rennes are actually a good team. They're actually becoming a better team in France. I think that's a bit of a disservice to Rennes. People were talking about Enzo Lafite. Do you remember that in January? Signing Man United. He's just going to sign for Rennes. So there you go. That shows the levels of where they're going. Man United fans were begging him. Yeah, he didn't know that. He's gone to Rennes. So that just shows that Rennes are a team that are up and coming. So the
I haven't
fact that
got Mount.
Doku is now leaving,
I just think that people are
There you go.
scared
I've
to
answered your
call
question,
out
bro.
this signing as it is because it's Man City and Pep just want to triple.
I think
This
you're
is my
trying to be
opinion.
edgy by giving that opinion,
No,
but
Yeah, and
it is
Mo,
what
I'll
it
absolutely
just
is.
come back to you
Absolutely
now.
not.
I've
I
answered it for
never
you.
listen.
You've never
Man
seen
City,
him, bro. You've told
yes,
me you've never seen him, but
yes.
you're already.
So Man City, exactly. So Man
And
City.
you do know
go and
Chelsea. You
sign
do
in a
know
player-
Chelsea were looking at Doku, right?
Yeah, Chelsea were looking
Okay,
at him. Yeah, I
Man
thought
City
so.
going
I
to
see
sign
mine
a
very
player
Chelsea
for
fan,
52
guys.
million pounds that plays for Rennes in France. This is the level after actually winning a treble. And instead of going signing a superstar,
Okay.
I'm not talking
Mo.
about
Oh,
you
no,
go,
tell us who.
you
No,
go
Mo,
sign
Mo,
Haaland.
Mo,
So the
you're telling me-
signing,
Stop,
the
Mo,
signing
time,
that
have
Pep
to sign
did.
someone from a big team.
no,
Mo, do
Ty,
you have
hold
to
on,
sign
Mo.
someone from a big team all the
No,
time?
no, hold
Does it
on,
have to
hold
be a
on.
big signing?
Bro, hold on. Mo, tell me who's out there. Because at the moment, tell me who we should have gone and signed there, please. I'm
Havertz
just
come from
asking you.
River Plate, by the way.
No, hold on. Mo, tell me who's a big signing that Man City should go and sign. Please tell me.
I can't think of anybody now.
It's fucking
Lorenzane-
sensational comment from you then.
Lorenzane,
Oh yeah, because that
I'm talking
weren't
about
well before.
superstar.
Pep got rid of him because tracking back he was
Okay,
awful, bro.
so
You never
based
go back
on
to your
so
ex.
Man City signed Haaland, Diaz. You signed Gvardiol, a superstar. Okay, I'm not saying that he's like a big player, right? You signed Jack Grealish, the best player probably in Aston Villa, probably one of the
Yes.
best players in that Premier League at that time. This year you signed Kovacic, Champions League winner, played for Real Madrid, won multiple
For
Champions League.
25 million. Chelsea,
Yes.
Chelsea
I'm not
didn't want
talking
him
about the
anymore.
money.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
See, I didn't even mention the money. It's a great
No, I
signing.
did. I mentioned the money.
That's the level of signings Man City
Yep.
do, right?
Yep.
Now Doku plays for Rennes. Okay, 21 years old or whatever.
Cheers, whoever put that.
If you just sold Riyad Mahrez, player of the year before, one of the best wingers that Premier League has ever seen, probably in the last 10 years, and we're now bigging up signing for Doku. So
Okay,
what is that?
so bro, so
What is
so
that?
so let me explain. What is that? Let me explain it.
Yeah, go
When we
ahead.
when we signed Akanji, what was that? What is that? What was that?
Yeah,
Akanji played
Dortmund.
for Borussia Dortmund,
Yeah, they weren't
not
that great,
Rennes.
though. Wasn't
Well,
Not
he wasn't
Rennes.
he wasn't a regular for them,
Wasn't
bro. He
great
wasn't
for them.
starting for them.
and it worked out, and everybody
Right,
questioned
so
that
sometimes it
signing.
works
Okay,
out.
Doku
Mad,
can
so
work
you
out.
signed,
Doku can work out.
so you signed Akanji as a backup player for 15 million pounds from Borussia Dortmund as a backup player. Doku is a 50. How much that cost? Because I don't know the number exactly.
55,
About
you say 55 million pounds, right?
55 million pounds when they need a starting winger or someone that
We
is
don't need his
creative
bro.
on the
Hold
side.
on.
Someone
What are
is
you
creative on the
deciding is a
side.
starting winger? Who decided is a starting winger? Because Mo, let me go with this, please. Let me go before you say anything. Right?
Say it,
If
Daps.
we're
Please say
talking
what
what
I'm
we've
thinking.
bought this summer, we've bought Kovacic in as a replacement for Gundogan. Yes, we've bought in Gvardiol, who you would say is a big signing. Not every single signing that Manchester City make will be a big signing, right? Now, do I think that Doku will be coming in to be a regular and a starter first season at Manchester City?
do not.
Not a chance in hell. Why? Because the back end of last season, when Manchester City were at their best, was Riyad Mahrez, who is attacking, or was he a starter for us, or was he coming off the bench and was Grealish the one that was starting?
Off the bench.
So off the bench, Mahrez was off the bench. So exactly. So you just said, hold on, let me finish, Mo. You just said that Doku is coming in to be a starting winger that we need. You just said that. Now you're going off the bench. I think Doku will be off the bench.
I mean,
don't think
according
he's
to
a
Ty,
starter.
he's also going to be a starter because he said
I think
55
he's
million
gonna be a
pounds.
starter.
To be
I
starting for Man
think he's going to be a
United.
starter. That's why I asked him the question. Me personally, first season, a winger at Manchester City of that age, I don't think that's a starter. Leroy Sané wasn't
so he's
the
not
starter
going to
first
start
season.
then. When
I
you
don't
had
think so,
your
no.
bench is
He would start
Mahrez
some
coming
games,
off the
Mo.
bench. Okay, so
He would
hold on.
start some games.
Yeah,
Good
fine.
teams can do that.
I will go
Man
with the
United
story.
can't
I
do
will go
that.
with the story. I will go with the story.
Well, it's not a story,
Is
it's an
that
opinion.
a downgrade from Mahrez being on the bench to Doku?
Yes, of course it is, bro. But Mahrez was coming of age. So I'll ask you again. Mahrez is leaving. Please tell me, Mo, someone that has 5-6 years above.
It's not me. I'm not a scout.
Well,
Not
anyone
my
on
job.
here, please, someone
Not
on
my
here tell me.
job. Not my job. I am just analyzing
They're
the
immature
signing.
at times, Mo. I said
I
everyone.
am
Someone
analyzing
tell
the
me.
signing.
So someone tell
People
me.
just don't like to speak any. Someone just don't like. People don't like
Cass,
to
can I
criticize
address you?
anything that Man City does. This is what is wrong. People
Well, you've
don't
already told
like
us your
to
agenda. Cass, can I
criticize
address you, please,
anything
mate?
that Man City does.
Finish.
People get so sensitive when we criticize Man City because they just want a treble. This is it, basically.
You got to remember that.
I was the only one that Mo. I was the only one that just said I think the
super
signing will
expensive.
actually be all right, and it's a good squad signing.
Yeah. So Cass, I hear it, but Cass, what I want to know is, like, firstly, I've been very clear. From before the window even started, I'm not going to tell you who I think Man City should start because I have the God-given right to trust my manager, and he's got it right enough times for me to trust him. That's why I repeatedly say I don't know who I want to sign. I've even said on Doku, I know nothing about him to come on here and start arguing. But Cass, hold on, Cass. I want to ask Cass. Cass, if we're looking at Mahrez is however old, yeah, we know that Pep is trying to build a young squad because the inevitable might happen in 2 years' time where he leaves. So he's looking at age is relevant, yeah. I've already said I think whoever we're bringing in pretty much is going to be off the bench. However, let's even go with a starter. Someone please tell me a winger under the age of 27, and personally I think we'd want younger, but under the age of 27 that we should have gone in for right now. Someone please tell me.
Rafael Leao.
Under how old?
He's a left winger.
He's just signed it. He's a left winger. He's just signed
under how old? Under how old?
It should be younger, but I'll go with 27 just so that it hits the ground running.
Jared Bowen?
Fuck no.
I'm fine, guys. You know, can laugh as much as you like, but you haven't given any suggestions.
You know, I would have said
until you suggest something.
You've come better than Mo, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Right, I would have said.
Why is Doku getting good energy, but Jared
I haven't given him good energy. I've literally said I know nothing about him. You're giving him bad energy. No, Mo.
No, I'm not.
I'm answering your question. You're giving him bad energy. No, you said stuff that's bad energy.
No, I didn't. See, you guys are very sensitive. Sorry, Ty. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I said I don't know the guy.
Don't come on here and call me sensitive, Mo, as well, please.
I am.
Chill the fuck out, Mo. Chill the fuck out. Real talk.
Whoa, that's relaxed.
No. He does it a bit too much.
No.
Chill out, bro.
Chill out, Mo. Chill out.
Anyway, Doku for me is an underwhelming signing for Man City. I expected better from Man City.
But who did you expect?
I don't know. Even someone like Jared Bowen, who was a good player last year.
Can I say a name? Can I say a name?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Kingsley Coleman.
Yeah, I would have said Coleman. I would have said Coleman, Dembele. And do you know who my random shot would have been? It would have been Coleman, Dembele, or Chukwueze, who's just gone to AC Milan.
Dembele's too injury prone for Man City, in my opinion. That's what they don't want. Right now.
Coleman or Chukwueze. Chukwueze's underrated as well. He's going to be a good player.
You know what? I'm not. That's where you went. That's where you went to AC Milan. Yeah, so you can't get him.
Mitoma. He said Mitoma. Mitoma's left as well. It's left.
But they're the names we're coming out with. It just shows at the moment that it's not that great. The thing is, people have got to remember, Man United, I hate linking it to my club, but sometimes I've got to. We signed the Prodigy songs. We had the Darren Fletcher. We had them unsung. Sometimes you don't always need a big name. You need a squad. You need somebody with a different profile. Doku's not the best technically, and I said that already with the way Pep plays, but he's an outlet. He's got pace. He will cause that sort of chaos they need. And if he's coming off the bench, he's the last person you want coming off the bench. Trust me, because when he's got that pace to burn, he's going to be annoying. And like I said, you're going to see some things in him, you're like, but then you're going to see okay, this guy is a threat. But just give him a chance. This guy's just coming.
No. I agree with you. If he succeeds, okay, I will be surprised. Right?
How old is he? 22?
It's 21 years old. I will be surprised. I'm not writing him off. I'm just saying that this for 55 million, it's an underwhelming sign.
Is that a lot?
But let's be real, Mo. So far this season, yeah. Your whole view on City is underwhelming. You've said on this show the one team that you dislike is underwhelming. So I get it. I understand. But you 100%, you're coming on trying to run an agenda which is negative on City. It is what it... No, you do, bro. You've said it yourself. It is what it is.
No, you said it. I'm just saying my opinion, bro.
Yeah, my opinion is you've got an agenda. I'm allowed to say that as well.
Why it's an agenda?
Because you said at the beginning...
Because I say my opinion is an agenda?
No, because you do it all the time. We beat Newcastle, who you were saying was that good, and then you say, City didn't really impress me. All right, we just beat a team that you wax lyrical about, but still we don't impress you. It is what it is. I might be wrong, bro, but my opinion is you definitely want to be edgy and be known for having these edgy views.
This is your opinion then.
Yeah, it is.
This is your opinion. This is your agenda that you're trying to just say.
And if you want to tell me to chill out, you can do. Same way, my agenda is that I don't like you calling me sensitive. If you want to call me out for it,
I'm sorry. If I called you sensitive, I am sorry.
No, you're entitled to. No, you're entitled to, bro.
I am not. I don't call people with something that they don't like, to be honest.
No.
Yo, by the way, shout out Mickey B400. When you talk about prices nowadays, price means nothing because
that's what I just said. I literally said, "What's price got to do with it? Just judge the player, innit?" Anthony, 85
Doku,
the price. The player's crap.
Doku is a very bad football player. Very bad football player.
Let's do these couple of super chats.
Maybe we should have gone in for Pepe. Maybe we should have gone in for Pepe.
Everything but an elite winning gaffer. Who's that?
That's
Everything
what Arsenal have. They're saying Arsenal got everything to win the league, and they're saying everything but an elite winning gaffer.
Okay, Mo wants City to buy Arnautovic. Come on, just don't let me talk about Arnautovic.
Oh yeah, you've got him now, innit?
Retirement home. Inter are retirement home. Fuck Inter. United lost one match. United fans should question Erik ten Hag, but you cannot question City and Arsenal. Agenda against Erik ten Hag is real, and he won a trophy and a top 3.
I Divas, don't say too much, man. Don't say too much. Just saying, innit? Can't do that round here.
What?
No, he's just saying like United lost one match and fans should question Erik ten Hag, but you can't question City and Arsenal. So the agenda against ETH is real, which is true because
I don't think you should question Ten Hag neither. To be frank with you,
I think you can question Ten Hag, but I don't think you can have him out and just call him his shit manager.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can question definitely.
When I was seeing over the summer, like obviously people wanting to suck his dick and everything, like for flipping about doing this, that, and the other. Like, what's the difference? So 1 minute he's great, but after 2 games he's absolutely shit. Makes sense, man.
Yeah, our fans
fans are begging for him. Oh, I remember Henry, you're right in that, and they want to flip and talk about how shit Erik ten Hag is because their manager beat us. I'm like, it's not that hard, innit? We lose against top 9 all the time, and then we could have Erik ten Hag. We had him in fucking Tottenham, and he was interviewing him, and look what happened. He's gone to Man United, and he's done a fucking amazing job. Look now, things change just like that, man. It's cool. Man,
Yeah.
It's fine. But anyways, I think we should wrap it there.
we can do.
But
Is there nothing else to talk about? There must have been.
I'm a bit upset because I'm in my feelings now. Now I'm feeling a bit sensitive. Yeah, Mo, because when I said Bowen, you guys laughed. And I realized he's.
I didn't. I actually think
I did.
He's more worthy of a chance at City than Doku.
And none of you guys.
How old's Jared Bowen?
About 27,
28.
Let's go for
find out
Bowen
right
then.
now.
Listen, we're in for 2 more anyway, so maybe it is Bowen.
For mid, like this. I know you're being
26
sarcastic.
years old.
I'm being sarcastic though.
Yeah, I know. But Bowen's not it.
But no, I'm joking. I'm joking with Bowen.
Yeah,
I'm not being serious with Bowen. What I do, even if people want to call Doku mid, right? If Doku ends up being mid, Doku ends up being mid. Again, like.
Oh, allow it, Roms. Anyone white with blonde hair, you call me a lookalike, man. Allow it. I've heard Shaw. I've heard everything, man. Allow it.
Canelo.
People talking about that. Come on.
Sorry, Mo. One thing I will say.
Yeah.
You said that you think Doku's going to fail, right?
No, never said that.
Well, I'm going to find
never
it.
Came out of my mouth.
No problem.
Never came out of my mouth.
Okay. If again, I'll go back. I'll find it. I'll send you it, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Me, please.
Okay, I will do. No problem. But what I would say is, I could go by you, who openly has admitted you haven't watched him play. Yeah. Or
No, he's never watched football. Full stop.
Or alternatively, what I could do is go with probably the fact that I would imagine Pep or his scouts have watched him enough to think, do you know what? This is what we want. So at the moment, you could have convinced me. And Mo, you could have pulled the wool over my eyes because I know how much football you watch. But the fact that you're coming on here saying you've never watched him, but then wanting to downplay him is a bit mad. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, the same I downplay Indo's signing for Liverpool Football Club because I didn't watch him enough. My thing is that I hold City to a really high standards, and I expected, yes, use the scouting, the trust in Pep, everything. He can get the best out of a lot of players. I didn't watch a lot of Diaz, and look at Diaz now. This is why I didn't say that Doku's gonna fail. If anybody's gonna get the best out of someone like Doku, it will be Pep. If anybody's gonna get the best out of Jared Bowen, it might be Pep. And I said that many times, and you know that before, right? He hides flaws and gets the best out of players. However, I expect the City, with the loss of the Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, and Mahrez, because Kevin De Bruyne is injured, to go get someone would have an instant impact. So that's why it's an underwhelming signing.
That's not what we're looking for, bro.
That's
For me, if we go and get that, all of a sudden, where's Bernardo Silva playing this season?
He's going to play on the right. I don't know.
No. Because you want someone to come in, instant impact starter, right? If someone comes in, instant impact starter, where does Bernardo Silva play, please?
In the middle, next to Foden.
Oh, right. So we dropped Kovacic, yeah?
Yes.
After the last 2 games, not a chance in hell.
Once John Stones comes back, he's going to go back to 4 centre backs.
4 at the back, yep, with Stones.
And he's going to start Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Foden, and whoever is going to play on the right. I don't know if you got a player. But because now you don't have a player,
Silva playing on the right.
Because you don't
Yes,
have
no,
an
that's
impact
not exactly.
player.
You're saying he's going to play in midfield. He's not.
No. I'm not saying
Silva's
that.
going to play right wing.
No. You asked me if we
Ah,
get an
this gets
impact player.
boring.
If you get an impact player, where is Bernardo going to play? I said he's going to play in the middle. But because you don't have an impact player on the right, Bernardo's going to play on the right side.
Nah, you're wrong with how we're going to play. But anyway, yeah.
Elisa Isaac said, "Do you need a stronger mentality now as a footballer compared to the 90s?" Yeah, everyone needs to be babied nowadays, isn't it? So I'd think so. But yeah, man, big up for Jess for coming on. Armchair Gaffers rep as usual. Arsenal lover, doesn't know what he's talking about more time. That's why it's called Wrong and Strong. Also, if you haven't smashed the like, make sure you do so. I keep getting all the lookalikes. As long as allow it. Anyone's got blonde hair, blue eyes, yeah, it's safe. I look like them. I look like a Nazi then. Other than that, smash a like. In the pinned will be awards that you can vote on. If you go on there and vote Never a Foul in the best content creator section, because you know what it is.
Best content creator, not the new best content creator. Please do that, man.
Or
Big
both,
up all the love people.
or both, man. It will be appreciated. There's 800 of you in it. I'm sure you can all click it. You don't need to be an account to sign in.
You don't need to make an account either. So don't.
You don't.
Just vote, slap it in.
And we'll be back tomorrow afternoon because Greasy has got a lot. He's got a lot to explain. So yeah, man, big up yourselves, and we'll be back tomorrow in a bit.